We'll start with my color palette. From left to right across the top, ultramarine blue, Prussian blue, burnt sienna, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, dioxazine purple, and on the bottom, left to right, lemon yellow, quinacridone gold, sap green, and Payne's gray. All of these are from Sennelier's watercolor series. So I get this image from a friend. They're on vacation near the water, so they saw this sunset and thought it'd be a great watercolor painting, so I thought I'd give it a try. First thing I'm going to do is dampen the paper all over the place because I'm going to be reflecting the sky in the water, trying to keep all of it the same looking. And the first thing I'm going to do is throw down some lemon yellow, light base of it, just to get it to gradiate into the sky area in the water, and then add a little richer line of lemon yellow on the horizon. I know it's going to dry a lot lighter, so I'm just trying to add some depth and some rich color. I'll go back to the sky and darken that up a little bit, again knowing that it's going to dry a lot lighter. Then I'll add some to the water as well. So I'll throw some orange in to kind of show the gradation from the yellow into the sky there. Again, adding richer and richer colors, knowing that they're going to just dry lighter. I decided to go with some dioxazine purple for the sky, just to add some variation to color. Now I'm going to start drawing in the clouds, or painting them in, with like a rich orange color. Warm orange. Doing the top cloud and the bottom cloud together. That's the reflected part, where the sun is reflecting the clouds, and I'm going to add a mixture of maybe dioxazine purple and some ultramarine blue to the tops of the clouds where the sun's not quite getting yet. Trying to make sure all the colors come out light now, and then I can always darken them later. For the horizon on the left side, or the right side, I'm going to just add a watered down version of the orange color, just to suggest that the clouds kind of go off into a distance. And a very watered down purple color, I'm going in and adding some distant clouds. Trying to make them not so dominant, just suggestions. This is probably a detail I could add later when I actually go in for detail, but since I'm here in the cloud area, I think I just thought it'd be good to get it out of the way. I'm going to start adding the cloud reflections in the water. Semi-diluted orange color, just going in. Try to get the general shapes. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's loose. It was the top one and the bottom one. I'm going to spray it a little bit water because I was trying to soften some of the edges. You have to watch sometimes when you add water in a spray bottle like that. It could start running away from you, getting out of control. Adding a little bit of the tops of the clouds, reflection in there. Cleaning up a little bit of those soft edges. I'm going to start adding some suggestions of clouds that are above the clouds near the horizon. I'm not going to get too crazy with these. I'm going to keep them light. Try to vary the shapes a little bit. Now I'm going to go in and put in the horizon line, the land mass that takes up the whole middle area of the painting. This is just a mixture of Payne's gray, diluted. Get my line out there first, and then I can go back and darken it up a little bit and add some variation. The light above the painting reflects a lot in the new paint that I just laid down there, so you can't quite tell how dark it really is, but you'll be able to see it in the finished painting. I'm recording this after the fact because usually when I'm painting there's too much noise from the kids. And while that might be entertaining, it probably won't help focus on the actual painting. Looking back, I could have probably used the spray bottle for the tops of the clouds to get those soft edges as well. That actually turned out a lot nicer than I thought it was going to. So I have a diluted mixture of Payne's gray and maybe a little bit of ultramarine blue. I'm going to go in and add some of the grass that's in the foreground. In the first version that I did of this painting, I got a script brush and started going in and making little lines for the grass, and that it didn't look right. So I'm going in with a square brush or flat brush and just going up and drawing the lines and letting the bristles of the brush kind of dictate the shapes of the grass. Going over the grass again with a little darker mixture of the Payne's gray. I think as I gain more confidence, I'll be able to go in with the richer colors and attack the foreground a little quicker than my steps of layer after layer. So I'm just going in and suggesting some more distant clouds on the right side there. And going back over with the Payne's gray, richer version of it, back into the foreground to ensure that that's dark. I'm going to try drawing in the dock that's in the picture. So I'm still kind of measuring that out, figuring out how I'm going to do that. And try to be loose in sketching out this little dock area. I don't know if my perspective is quite right. I think I'm just doing this more line drawing than three-dimensional, but again, I'm trying to keep it simple. And that's the finished painting. Thanks for watching.